Hey everyone, just want to thank you guys for joining us today. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the BatherBox. And it doesn't matter if you are just a pet owner, a business owner, a groomer. If you don't have a BatherBox, you should definitely get one. It's just a crucial piece of equipment like your dryer, your clippers, your shears. And today we'll just show you some quick tips. Actually, we have some great videos on installation, how to prime the lines and get you going, but we'll show you some easy tips. So I'm going to have one of our Groomer's Choice doggos give me a hand here. And your first step is going to be removing the Phillips screw right here on the top. We already have it removed, so we'll just go ahead and pull off the handle and set that aside. So tip number one, this little brass ring in here from the factory can get stuck. It can be a little difficult to remove that, and it's really hard to get pliers on there. So a good tip is to tip it sideways, and you can set it down on a tabletop. And if you put your thumb right here and put a little pressure, and then try to remove that ring, it'll come right off. That's a common issue that we see, so that's just a quick fix for you. From there, there's two little tabs on each side. You'll just depress those. And we'll pull off the cover. And again, we have the full video on installation. Today, my little quick tip is we got command strips. So just a real quick, easy way to get it up on the wall, and then you can secure it. So we'll go ahead and bring this over here. And depending on your groomer's height, we found about 60 inches is a pretty fair height, which would be right at the top of your backsplash. So today we'll just mount it a little bit higher for my height. And again, I have command strips on there, so we'll just snug that on the wall. And then you have your mounting holes. From here, you'll just grab the provided hardware, and there's going to be anchors and 4 Phillips screws. So you can go ahead and, depending on your material, if you have like hardy board or some of the more durable materials, you may not need anchors. You can go ahead and just put those Phillips screws right in there. If you have drywall like this, you will want to drill it out first, put your anchors in, and then secure your screws in. Okay, so once we have it secured on the wall, we'll go ahead and utilize the holes that are in the back of the BatherBox. The 2 top holes are similar to like a keyhole, and then there is 2 additional spots down here that you can secure the BatherBox in. We'll fast forward a little bit, and once you have that installed, you'll go ahead and reinstall the front cover, and then go ahead and install the brass ring. And then if you can see in here, there's a red mark on this valve. You want that red mark facing up, and that allows you to insert the threaded Phillips screwdriver. The other tip is when you reinstall that, when that red mark is facing up, you'll need the little, not sure if you can make this out, but there's an arrow on this black knob that needs to be facing in the off position. If you do this opposite of that, you're going to have an effect where you put it on clean and you're getting fresh water, or vice versa. So that's your next little tip, and then you'll install your Phillips screwdriver there. Okay, so our next step is going to be installing your clear lines. So a quick tip is keep these little plastic ties. And what I did is I cut these lines we've got 4 lines, for 1 for each gallon. So I've got one of these cut at 48 inches. I've got one cut at 54 inches, and I have 2 cut at 60 inches. And just putting those little ties around here just makes it a lot easier to manage when you're doing installation. Otherwise, the lines just like to get tangled up. Your shortest line, you'll want to follow up. And that's going to be number 1, closest on the rack. And number 2. And then for your last 2 lines, they're both 60 inches, so you can plug them into either port. And as you can see, guys, there's no plumber needed. You guys can most definitely do this. It's very similar to hanging a picture on the wall and plugging in your garden hose. So we're hooked up here with our lines. Put that shortest line, kind of move these up a little bit. And line number 1. If you've seen our other videos, the bottom piece is going to be your filter. That goes in the shampoo, just keeps any sediments, hair from being introduced into the bathing system. This little guy is the ceramic weight. That's going to ensure that that filter stays at the bottom of your gallon. Always make sure that your gallons are capped. I've been out in the field and seen sometimes these will be set just kind of on the side, so just real important to make sure that they are fully capped. And we'll keep going down the line here. If you have really good water pressure, the system does run solely off water pressure. When you do have these capped, as it's recommended, if your water pressure is too great, you can sometimes have a suction effect where the gallons might start to collapse a little bit. It's better to have more pressure than not enough with the system. So if you do encounter that, you can usually crack the lid just a tad, and that will allow a little bit of air to get in there. If that's still not working, you can make a small pinhole right on the top of the cap, and that will eliminate that issue as well. Okay, so next we're gonna hook up our water supply. So when you get these hoses, they're both gonna have this connection on one side. The other side is gonna have two grommets in there. So one has a little rubber gasket, the other one has a gasket with a screen. Take this one, and this is gonna be to your faucet. So that screen goes into your main water supply, and it's gonna, again, like your filters in the gallon, just ensure that everything running through the system doesn't have any debris in it. Being that there's a rubber gasket in there, you likely, depending on your faucet, this is a brand new faucet, you likely won't need any thread tape. If you have a leak, go ahead and pull this off and you can't put that thread tape on there. So another piece is going to be the quick connect. And this piece can be a little tricky. So you'll go ahead and thread that on. And I recommend just threading that on, not even all the way hand tight, just thread it on there. And then you'll go ahead and it's spring loaded, so you'll pull this top collar down. And you can see that it opens up inside there. So you'll go ahead and pull that down. And you can let go, and you'll hear it click as you push in. From there, you'll want to take 2 pairs of pliers and then tighten the hose portion. Hold the top quick connect in place, and you can use your pliers down here at the bottom to ensure that that's secure. The other hose is going to have these fittings here. So you'll take this side, and we'll plug into the BatherBox. And this side will be your nozzle that will drape into the tub. And you guys are set up. It's really that easy. From here, we have additional videos on priming the lines. Basically, you'll turn your water to the desired temperature. You put this on clean. So product number 1. You can adjust your dials, and you guys will be off. And bathing system is, again, it's a crucial piece of equipment, and it's going to cut your bathing time in half and also help regulate your shampoo usage. As a business owner and groomer, shampoo is just constantly going down the drain. So if you can find a way to meter that, the BatherBox is it. Summarize a few little tidbits before I let you guys go. So with the BatherBox, there's a few rules. The main rule with this system is that you always want to make sure that your shampoo gallons are below the bathing system. And there's a fine line, so you don't want to keep your gallons on the floor and then expect to pull this shampoo all the way up to the bathing system. So we want to create the path of least resistance and make that system work efficiently. So we recommend, depending on your tub, if you have a DuraDog tub, we have a hardware kit that we offer, very cost effective and allows you to put the shampoo rack right on the side. So if you have a Pedology tub, the shampoo rack that we offer actually hangs right on the lip that you can also use to hang your door or the ramp. We also offer hooks for every situation. There's hooks that we offer that you can hang the shampoo rack inside the tub if you'd like. And again, there's hardware with that shampoo rack where you can mount it on the wall. So we try to make it as universal as possible. But this, having the rack on the side, really is the best recommend. A few other tidbits is that when you leave for the night, you'll want to turn off your water supply. You want to make sure that your system's turned off. And the system does work off of a Venturi effect. So if you leave your hose down in the tub, there's a chance that you can get a siphoning effect and possibly lose shampoo. When you have the shampoo placed below the system. That does eliminate a lot of issues, but good practice would be just to hang it. We don't recommend changing any of the parts on the BatherBox. Everything that you need will be included, and we give you extra spare parts. So it's crucial that you retain these hoses. The big thing is changing the nozzle. You definitely want to use the provided nozzle. It's a free-flowing system, so when you have this on, you don't have a trigger type sprayer to turn it on and off. If you do try to install that type of sprayer, the suction effect is constantly going to be fluctuating and you're not going to get that shampoo to pull correctly. So go ahead and just make sure that you're always using the provided shampoo nozzle. All right, everyone, well, we appreciate your time today. We've got our Groomer's Choice doggos here enjoying an awesome BatherBox bathe. If you have any questions, feel free to give our team a call. You can reach us direct at 888-364-6242. And again, if you don't have a BatherBox, you definitely need to get one. Again, we're here if you have any questions.